Alright, I'm just now leaving Harpers Ferry in Maryland, and I'm on kind of a rails to trails trail. It's pretty easy walking, but I'm fixing to get back up in the mountains pretty soon, I'm sure. Let's see if I can turn this thing around. Oh, there's the trail, like the rails to trail. And then I stayed at a hostel last night. I forget which one it was, but Paint Splash was there. She is known for painting murals on all the hostels, so that was pretty cool. That's the second time I've seen her, and so this is not usually what the trail's like. This is like extra smooth. A lot of bikes on this part. Harpers Ferry was really cool. A lot of history. The ATC was kind of weird. They didn't seem real happy about. I finally got my hang tag for the AT, and had to take a little class about leave no trace. And let's see, oh yeah, there used to be a guy that would come out here, and because there's no water in Maryland, so this guy used to leave these water caches, and some guy that owned a hostel or something was complaining about it to the ATC because of COVID and saying it was littering and all this other crap. So they made him stop, and from what I hear, it broke his heart. Not only that, they're putting all these people's lives in danger for some bullshit, really. They're like, oh yeah, you know, people are gonna get sick from drinking water, so let's just make them go without water for 100 miles. Stupid. I mean, I don't know what's going on with this world today. It's a whole different world. But anyway, I'm still hiking. I'm almost halfway to Katahdin, and we'll see what happens. Nero out. I'm in Pennsylvania, and this is a pretty flat, I mean, right here, that's not real rocky. So I'll turn it around so you can see the trail. Yep. It's not getting any easier. It's just getting harder as I go. I can probably make 17 miles today. Bear poop. More bear poop. All right, I'm out here at Tumbling Run Shelter, and this is Brother. And how'd you get your trail name?
It's actually not a very interesting story. Someone just gave it to me because, I don't know, I think that's just kind of the energy that I give off as Brother. That's pretty much it. There's not a whole lot to it.
Cool. And we already know Random. And I'm going to show you this shelter here. This is, what do they call this place? Tumbling Run. And this is in, where the hell are we anyway? Pennsylvania, that's right. We're someplace on this planet. Anyway, this is like the Hilton of Pennsylvania. See, this is a shelter. We got the snoring section and the non-snoring section. And all the tables they set them up for alcohol stoves. Hardly anybody uses them anymore, but, and so you got, here's the front of the shelter. It's got a fire pit in front of it, which that would have been pretty cool in the wintertime, but nobody's gonna start a fire this time of year. We got one here. There's 2 shelters here. And then there's the hammocking area. And there's the tenting area over there, and that's where I am. And all the trees have faces, so that's weird. Okay. And there's a privy over there and like a little social area. The privies are nothing you want to see. There's where I am over there. All right. They don't like you to camp outside of the designated areas. All right, Nero out. All right, here we are at the Diabetes Challenge, halfway through the AT on the 4th of July. And naturally, a federal government building is not going to be open today. So not only do they not care about do the people care anymore about the ice cream challenge, but neither does the store that sells the ice cream. Nero out. So what's your trail name?
I'm Seeker.
Seeker? So what, you're doing the diabetes challenge? I mean ice cream, the half-gallon challenge?
I'm a little busy here.
Okay.
Why am I doing it?
Yeah.
For fun?
Okay. I wondered if anybody was going to do it. We're here 2 days and nobody, I got here yesterday. Anyway.
I'm doing it.
Hope you finished.
Thank you.
You finished?
I did it.
And let me see.
Easiest challenge ever.
Oh my God. So what are you going to do? You going to go hiking, or are you going to go sleep it off, or what?
Probably go buy some more ice cream.
Oh my God.
No, I'm going hiking.
Yeah, I don't even think I could finish this one. I don't think I could finish that one.
Yeah.
I'd be like halfway through it. No, but I have bought one of those before and eaten it in a day.
Yeah.
Well, I couldn't do it
22
in one
minutes. I
sitting.
didn't think I was going to be able to go that fast, but
Yeah, you were fast.
yeah.
All right, man. Well, this is going on Nero Hikes.
Cool.
Enjoyed your company.
Thanks.
All right, here's another official halfway point. I guess this is the today's trail. This is at the AT Hikers Museum. So, and it's actually open on the 4th of July. Okay, don't enter until you check in, which we did. Which I did. Okay, and here we go. Benton McKay and Sky Pollard, that must be his desk. There's Benton McKay, or Benton McKay. There's some walking sticks. Pretty neat. The Hall of Fame, let's see what we got here. Grandma Gatewood. I read that book. David Ritchie. Frank, something. Gene, I can't read this because it's too much glare. Class of 14, okay. And, there's Grandma Gatewood, Earl Schaefer, Gene Espy, and here we go again. Grandma Gatewood in her she sewed that bag herself. She didn't carry food or nothing. She just went to houses and stuff, knocked on people's, oh, there's her stuff. That's what she carried. Check this out, Grandma Gatewood stuff. And Gene Espy. Oh wow, look at that, Random's here. Hey, another AT celebrity.
There's a hand sanitizer refiller.
Yeah, what is this? Oh, I used to have a typewriter older than that. What is this? Ed Garvey. Okay. And of course, the water fountain doesn't work because of COVID. Let's see, more boots. Whose is this? Let's see here. And here's an old shelter. Oh, this is an old one. That's what she was talking about. So this is an old AT shelter. There's Earl Schaefer and all his gear. And this is the Earl Schaefer shelter. Can't speak. I'm learning English. It's kind of hard to learn English. It'd be really hard if I was from another country. Oh my God. All right, and this is McKay's Sky Parlor. Must be his typewriter. Yeah, that's about as old as the one I used when I went to college. My dad's, it was my dad's. All right, Nero out.
What the hell? How are we supposed to get through here?
I don't know. We just got to do it. All right, I'm assuming that I'm coming up on the Blue Mountains. It's not really that big of a mountain range, but we just crossed over some valley, and it took us like we covered like, I think it was 14 miles in half a day, but we had to wait on lunch. We ordered breakfast at 10 o'clock, and we waited like 2 hours, and they kept saying, oh yeah, well, we're just so busy today and we only got one cook. But shoot, by the time we got our food, everybody else was gone and lunch was coming in. But anyway, that was weird. This is, it's not like a huge mountain range, but the locals call it the Blue Mountains. Looks like it's coming up pretty fast, so it couldn't be too big. All right, Nero out. Okay, we've been walking on this ridge. We had to walk up. We're in Pennsylvania. They call it Rocksylvania. And this is why. I'm sure the camera is not even, this is like, all day long. It's walking on rocks. This is the trail. That's the Appalachian Trail. It's like brutal. It's 90 degrees. And there's a hurricane that's supposed to brush the coast, but it won't come in this far, I don't think. But anyway, it's Pennsylvania. That's why they call it Rocksylvania. And I've heard we haven't even hit the rocks yet. All right, Nero out. This is after Duncannon, and this is pretty much the last 2 days. There's been some easy trail, but most of it has been like this ridge walk. And so it's really dry and really rocky. And it's very hurtful on the feet. And very risky on the ankles. This is actually not as bad some of the places. You can see why they call it Rocksylvania. Ooh, there's a blaze. All right, Nero out. All right, still in Pennsylvania, and we just passed a sign that said Beaver Lake Dam or Beaver activity, and we since we're on the AT, we're not going to take any side trails, so I'm fixing to walk through some beaver activity after a huge thunderstorm. Not thunderstorm, it was a rainstorm. Anyway, here it is, beer. All right, narrow out. It's after that rainstorm and walking through that beaver dam. It's pretty cool. It's always misty. There we go. All right. There's the bypass, but we didn't take it. Now I gotta figure out which one of these trails is the AT. There it is. White blaze right there. Alright, let's see. Alright.
Yeah, this is dicey.
Yeah, that's why I tossed my trekking poles. Still in Pennsylvania. I'm getting close to, I think I'm 70 miles from New Jersey, which is cool. Random flipped. He flew up to Katahdin. So now I'm back by myself, which, you know, it's not so bad. So I'll find someone else to talk to. But most people kind of irritate me though. Especially these young kids out here. They come in the shelter and start smoking pot, and I think it's a freaking opium den. They come in there like, you know, I was at one shelter and I was in there, it was raining, and they must have had 4 or 5 different kinds of bongs going on. So I was like, man, I'm gonna go camp. So I'll leave there, and then the next shelter, which was a 501, you know, I'm in there looking at the shelter. I wasn't gonna stay there anyway, I was gonna camp because they had a big campsite. And so it's like they just rushed right in front of me. You know, we're at the Trail Magic. There's Trail Magic there. Forget his name. I'll find out and give him a shout out because he's got a YouTube. And anyway, so they just kind of go in front of me and look around. There's kids in the shelter, so they're like, oh, we can't go here. So anyway, they go. So I'm, you know, they go out looking at all the campsites. I'm like, fuck. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, that's just crazy. Selfishness. And then, anyway, so that kind of sucked. But, oh, what the hell? Hiking with other people, though, it can kind of suck too. So we go into town, and I like to go to a grocery store so I can get I can get what I want. You know, you go to an outfitter, they're going to charge you for a pack of ramen $1, crap like that. A little $1 for a little peanut butter packet that's good for one meal. It's crazy. And yeah, I like to go in there, get 3 days worth of food, get some green onions I can cut up in my food, and, you know, stuff like that. Get some, either that or some peppers, some of those mini peppers. It just makes the food so much better rather than going into an outfitter, spending $30 for 2 days worth of food. That's about how much it costs anyway. It's crazy. But So anyway, I'm going into Port Clinton. Has a reputation for not being hiker friendly, except for the Cabela's. Oh, I've had gear malfunctions up the wazoo. I got my Z-Packs arc hull is completely coming apart. My just the lamination's wearing off. You know, didn't even make it halfway. And now everybody on the trail's like, oh yeah, if you use one of those, you're gonna have to replace it about halfway. Called up Z-Packs, and they said they would fix it and send me a loaner in the meantime. And I'm like, oh crap. So I don't know if I want to do that. If I send it to them, I'll just have them send it home and get my Waymark through 40. It's a little smaller. And then my Thermarest Neo X Lite. I was sleeping on it one night, it just goes pop. I was like, huh? And I looked up. I thought it popped. And I laid back down, it goes pop again. And then it, you know, I roll over during the night and just pop. And it had three of the baffles broke. So the foot was higher than the head. So I turned it around and used that for a pillow the next night. And then same thing, pop, pop, pop. And then the next night, pop, pop, pop. So half of the pillow, half of the thing was a dang, like a balloon. And I didn't get a picture of that. I got a picture of it the first time it did it. I sent it to Thermarest. And they're like, don't bother emailing us because we're too busy because of COVID. You know, our supply chains are short and blah, 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 blah. So that's another one I'm putting on the never going to use again list. I'm going to have to try Sea to Summit or something. But I'm done with Thermarest. I mean, as far as Z-Packs goes, they're willing to help a little bit, but I'm sure it's going to cost me money. And then, even though they're supposed to be under warranty, so probably, you know, I reckon I'll just try to finish with this pack as far as I can go, send it in, have them fix it, send it back home, and then I'll sell it on eBay for like $100 or something. Try to get some of the shipping costs back that I spent on it. And then the shelter, the duplex, which the guys that hiked last year, some of them, they were calling them doucheplexes because they cost so much money. Anyway, so that thing, it's still holding good. It's still keeping the rain out. It's got little pinholes, but it's nothing that I can't finish the trail with. And but so right now I'm sleeping on a little 1/8-inch pad. It's damp as hell. It rains every day here, muddy, and these sharp rocks. And this isn't even a rocky section. Well, you can't see it. Can't even see. All right. Anyway, that's what's going on now. I'm gonna see how much further I can go. I'm gonna try to make it all the way up, but it's getting expensive, and it's getting more expensive. And people up north are not as friendly. They don't like to help hikers much. That's what I heard. Most of them, they don't even realize there is AT or what we're doing, and they're just like, oh wow, another homeless person coming through town. All right, narrow out. Have fun, love people, and wear your mask if they ask you. All right, narrow out. All right, I'm just now leaving Port Clinton. It rained last night. It was like a monsoon. So they had a pavilion that they let hikers sleep at. It was really kind of, I mean, it was nice. There's church people had it. And so, you know, I like to go to church places anyway because they're just nicer people. But there's this guy that lives there that hates hikers, and he'll drive down the street running sirens and shining flashlights in people's tents and stuff, and I don't know what they did to him, but it's weird. People are strange, but most people were super nice. But yeah, I got flooded out last night, and they had it just rained. My bathtub floor was it was floating, and there was actually water coming through the bathtub floor. Not that the floor filled. I mean, that whole park was flooded, and I got a little wet, but not too bad, so it wasn't so bad. And I just ran into this lady with 2 dogs. She couldn't control her dogs. So luckily, I've had experience with dogs, and pretty much when you turn your back, they come and run at you and try to bite you, your ankles. So you just got to turn around and face them. Once you face them, they kind of tend to run away. There they are. Speaking of the devils, I hope I'm still on the AT. Fuck. So I gotta deal with these dogs again. Oops, excuse my language. Yeah. Never ends. Alright, never ends. Never know what you're gonna find on top of one of these mountains. Alright, this is called a pinnacle. It's like a big cairn, whatever you call them. Pretty big. Here's me compared to it. Weird. Big pile of rocks. Alright, here's another day in Pennsylvania. This is a trail. This is a big storm last night. Went to this shelter, and shelter was full. Same thing. Bunch of kids, they walk the same miles as me, and then, oh yeah, I'm doing 26 miles every day. But they're always in the shelter, so I reckon they're only doing 16 or 17 like me. Alright, this is called a pinnacle. It's like a big cairn, whatever you call them. Pretty big. Here's me compared to it. Here's a view, and here's the trail. All on the blazes. Really kind of sucks because that's where I come from. I hope that this is like the end of this shit. I mean, Been going up these rocks all day, and I still got like 3 miles to get to a camping area, and tired of climbing rocks. All right, Nero out.